So go for define. Last time we went for load patterns. This time we'll go for load combinations. Now you can manually add load combinations. Load combinations, I just do this dead load plus live load. Live is 1.5, super dead is 1. Sorry, everything is 1 because this is dead load plus live load case. Roof life. I'll come to the roof life part in just a minute. Okay, add new combination. 1.5 times of dead load plus live load condition. Add all of them. 1.5 live load super dead. Alright, so you make these two cases. Now let me just show you the code for once. I think in let's open the code book for once. Page number okay, page 68. In IS 456 page 68 you have got combinations here. Now dead load plus live load 1.5 times of that dead load plus live load, and dead load plus wind load is there. Dead load plus live load plus wind load, earthquake load also is there. So we have got two conditions. One is serviceability and collapse. So dead load plus live load comes under serviceability. 1.5 times of dead load plus live load comes under collapse. Now we have not defined any wind load, so generally we're not touching wind load here. We have just applied dead load plus live load 1.5 times. That's what we have done in these two combinations. Now you can actually sit and you can actually define all these combinations, or what you can do is go for add default design combinations. What are we designing? We're designing concrete frame design. Okay, not composite beam, we're using concrete frame design. And convert to use user combinations, very important, because let me just show you. Once I do this, I get these two options, but I cannot change anything. Alright, decon 1 and decon 2, I cannot change anything. Now add default design combinations. I'll do concrete frame design, convert to user combinations and hit OK. Now I can change it. See, options are available to me again. But the problem is, if you open up and see it says they can dead load, super dead and wall load. There are so many, like live load it has not considered and everything. So that's a bit issue here. So generally speaking, the good approach will be to have a base file in which you have already sat and you have already defined all the combinations in it, and use that base file always before you start a project. Okay, for now just delete it up and hit OK. So now what we have done, we have actually completed the first building almost. Okay, we have to do check model first. Alright, so I'm going for an analysis and check model, select all the options, hit OK. So no warning message is generated. So basically what this thing is telling me is, I'll select this for now. Do you see all these X marks? Okay, these are all like joint points. Okay, there's a joint over there. So for example, if I had something like this, basically what I'm telling my system is that it is not connecting properly. So if I had an option like this, I have just made a change. I'll go for analysis, check model. Let me just put some big value like this, hit OK. See, it will just show up now. It will show error. Basically what my system is trying to tell me is that at roof slab F1 and B1 are too close. There is some error at so and so points. You can use the coordinate system here. You can just manipulate and go there. Okay, all we can do is select get previous selection. It will highlight it for you. So basically what it is trying to say is there is this like orphan node here, it is not sitting with any other node. It's very important that node to node connection is there. So that's the issue. Okay, that's a problem. If you have something like this and you run with it, you run the analysis and you get the values, you won't get the proper values because there is no proper load transfer from this slab to these beams. Yeah, as you can see, this is a two-way slab, right? So proper load transfer is needed. For that, proper setting of the slab is also needed. If there is no connection, there will be errors. So that is one way to check your model to see if you have properly placed all the columns and placed all the beams and placed all the slabs into the proper positions they're supposed to be placed in. If you have missed out somewhere, this is the error you get. So it's very important you zoom in properly when you're drawing slabs. Generally in slabs you get this issue because for beam and column we import a plan, right? So we know the location. Okay, so we have done check model. So check model, run analysis and design the structure values, so get steel values. Okay, so what I have done is I've applied the load, I've applied the load combination and everything. Now I'm going to go for analysis, run analysis, or I can just hit this button. We have to save this file someplace. Just let's do one thing, let's go for desktop, let's create a new folder, let's name it as 1, let's just save it. Okay, it'll run the analysis here. Alright, so this window is active. Now as I said, till load part you need both the windows to see if you're applying proper loads or not. After that you can close the window, no issues. Okay, so now a result part and everything we'll discuss in the second model, but I'll just explain what happens here. See, these are the these are three options you actually use. You can use that, go for display and get the undeformed shape and everything, load assignment and deformed shape and everything. Okay, so or you can come and click this show deformed shape, click on this option, you get combinations, click on whichever combination you want, hit apply and hit OK, and you just hover over it and you get to know how much amount of deflection is taking. Now we know that z direction is the vertical direction in the ETABS, so we're getting something like minus 11 mm worth of deflection there. And if you want to check beam and column, this one bending moment and shear force diagrams, apply, hit OK. What I did, I came here, I selected this one, display frame bar, pierce, spandrel bar, link forces. Click that, you get the option, right click on any beam and you get this all options. In the next model, we'll completely discuss what is this, how do we check the behavior of the beam. We have got dead load plus live load, what if we do 1.5 times of it, everything, we get all these values and everything. Okay, for now let's not worry about it. And if you want to get the final values at the base, let's go for plan and let's go for foundation level, tabulated. So these are the levels, these are the values I'm getting. 1562.60 kilonewton of force is basically being coming on that column. It includes everything, all the dead loads, live loads and everything it includes, and it will give you this value. You can change the combination also, the values will increase. See, this is basically what it is. Now let me just go do 3D model first. Okay, this option M33. Alright, so if you want to check the moment values also, just hit this option and do show values, apply. Okay, automatically start showing you all the values here itself, how much amount of moment is coming. Okay, so if you want to get moment values, everything, but the thing is we don't get paid unless and until we provide them drawings. Okay, and for drawings you need steel values. How do we get the steel values? We go for design,